Okay, so let's talk about real OCD problems. And no, I'm not talking about obsessive cleaning disorder or whatever people call it nowadays. No, I'm talking about obsessive compulsive disorder. I'm not talking about I have to keep my house clean, because that is by far the last thing I do. Okay? My problem with having OCD is every time I see a boxcar, I have to say boxcar. I'm normally in a car full of people when I have to say it too. And when you have to whisper under your breath, boxcar, and then people are like, what? And you're like, nothing. And they're like, I swear I heard you say something. And then you have to go through this whole spiel about why you have to say boxcar every time you see one, to just ignore whenever that just... I mean, I could be talking in a normal boxcar sentence and then just completely finish the last thing I said. Well, that's the problem with having OCD. Every time I pass this exit that takes you to Francis, Oklahoma, I have to say, where's Francis? Like, that fucking sucks. You know who you are. There are some songs that I have to sing in a really obnoxious way. Like, like it's extremely obnoxious. And I mean, like, every time I hear that song, when that part comes on, I have to sing that just like that, really loudly, like over the radio. And once again, car full of people. When I was a kid, now I don't have to do this anymore, but when I was a kid, like if I rubbed one of my eyes, I had to rub the other eye. I had to make them feel the same. It's like if one of your shoelaces is too tight, you have to retie both of your shoes. Okay, well me, it was my eyes. I couldn't even blink too much with one eye. No, I had to even it out with the other eye and then blink them both at the same time. Very obnoxious. I hated it. Luckily, I got over that. I can't split a pole. And that comes from the same person who made it a problem for me to have to say where's Francis every time I pass that exit. So, once again, you know who you are. Struggles. I can't walk on cracks. I haven't been able to walk on a crack since I was a kid. Yeah, walk on a crack, you break your mother's back. Yeah, well, do you understand how many cracks are inside, like sidewalks, roads, everything in the state of Oklahoma? A lot. I look like I'm drunk walking around. Anyways, if I drop something, I have to just look down at it and just be like, and like wait at least like 3 Mississippi seconds and contemplate my whole life's choices and decisions and what led up to me dropping this item before I can even pick it up. And sometimes, like, there's people around and they're nice enough to pick it up for me within that manner of a long wait period of my disappointment in myself. Thank you, people, by the way. I do appreciate it because I just have a lot of struggles. When in doubt, pinkies out. This started when I was a kid. Every time I take a drink of something, my pinky always has to be out. Now I try to hide it because it got noticed so much and it got embarrassing, so I just lift it off. But it looks like, it's still coming around it. It's not up here, as weird as it was once before. And probably one of my most favorite ones, actually, that I don't actually mind having this one. And it's anytime somebody says the word propane, I then have to repeat it as Peter Griffin's impression of Hank Hill saying propane. Propane. I don't know. It gets to me. It's funny. People look at me strangely because I have to say that and interrupt their sentence. And somebody help me. Real life struggles of OCD. Also, don't forget to hit that like button. Definitely hit that share button. We've got to get this going around. I got to see how many OCD people there are out there and what their weird things are.